So as I said, the main arguments for the changes is the act was relevant when the private trade, okay, was underdeveloped, okay, exploitative and controlled by mercantile power. Okay, now the situation, however, is very different now. So because now many things have changed, and that is why the situation is different now, and private trade also should be encouraged. So yeah, let me write down here also. So private trade must be encouraged. So this is the first change of the APMC Act. Let's see the second change. Okay, so let me just wrap this also. Okay, so the second change is, the second one we'll see, because there is a second change also here. So the marketing monopoly, so there is a dominance, so the marketing monopoly provided to the state by the act is seen as preventing private investments in agricultural markets. Okay, then third, yes, we will go through third also. The act has reduced competition, so there is no more competition, but if you remember, the act was made because of that only, that competition should be there, by making it mandatory for farmers to sell their produce through APMC mandis. Okay, so because of all this, what happened, let me tell you. So that because of this there was a change. So let's see the change. Yes, let us see the change. So because of this, because of all this relevant points, now this is very important, because you have to remember who made the changes of APMC. The interministerial task force on agricultural marketing reforms of 2002 recommended that the APMC needs to be changed. Okay, and what was the change? It should be in such a way that there must be direct marketing, and there must be establishment of agriculture markets in the private and cooperative sectors. Okay, so there must be a rationale behind the direct marketing, is that farmers should have the option to sell their produce directly to agri-business firms such as processors or bulk buyers at a very lower transaction cost also, and in quality form required by the buyers. So on the recommendation of the committee, the government had come up with a model of APMC Act in 2003. So let us discuss the act. Okay, so the government model APMC Act 2003. So what is the changes under this act? The private sector and cooperatives can be licensed, okay, can be licensed to set up markets. Okay, second, the model act also provides for, so you can have contract farming also. For contract farming and direct marketing by the private players. So that was the change. Let's continue more. Just let me clear this. Okay, now the third one was, except for few states, all the states and UTs have either fully or partly. So most of the states should adopt the model of APMC Act. The model APMC Act. Now, fourth, now as a result of the model act, the proportion of private trade, and also, for contract farming had increased. So this is a good point, and that is why, because of this act, it increased in some parts of the country. You could see that there was private trade going on and there was contract farming going on. But there is a however here. So however, the act has not succeeded in persuading persuading the private sectors. So the private sectors or cooperatives, they are not being able to persuade the private sectors or the cooperatives to set up an agriculture marketing infrastructure as an alternative to the state owned mandi system. So that is very important. Okay,